And there it is. Hey guys, welcome back to the Collector Zone. I'm Jeff Dickinson, and today we're taking a look at my Raspberry Pi build for what I'm calling the ultimate video game build. It's got a total here of 7,584 games. Now, this is not every game or every system, but this set of systems and stuff and games are stuff that I truly enjoy and love. What I have here is a RetroPie version 4.8.3. I use SkyScraper to run the program for all my artwork and videos. So let's take a look here. Arcades, we got 2,199. I have to have my Atari, 579 games. Got the Atari 5200 at 72 games. Got myself the Atari 7800 here at 66. The Atari Lynx, 82 games. Have to have my ColecoVision. That's my very first console I got as a kid. That's got 117 games. Got the Game Boy at 563. Game Boy Advance at 92. Gotta have Game Boy Color too, 535. Sega Master System, we got 345. Sega Genesis, we got 814 games. Nintendo 64, we got 38. Neo Geo, we got 136. We got the Nintendo System, 813. We got the PC Engine here, 149. Got my PlayStation here, 53 games. We got the Sega 32X at 32 games. And we got 37 games for Sega CD. Sega SG-1000's got 68 games. The Super Nintendo Entertainment System at 771 games. We got the Vectrex, 23 games. Now, for you guys who are not keeping track, or who has been keeping track, the Vectrex came out with 28 games. There's 5 games I couldn't get for this. We have the ColecoVision. Let me go back here. There you go. The ColecoVision, they had a total of about 130 games, so I'm shy of you. This has got 117. And the Lynx, they came out with roughly around, I guess, would be about almost 100 games, give or take, and I got 82 of them. So I got a pretty strong collection of some of these smaller game systems and also the Coleco, my personal love. So let's take a look and see what this looks like. We'll go ahead and hop in here. We'll start with the 32X. Now, I am enjoying this. I've got every game with every video clip to it. Now, there's some games, I'm saying, oh, I don't know, maybe around 1% that doesn't have video clips. But they also have box art. There's your Star Trek. I love my Trek and I love my Star Wars. So out of the game systems I got here, I'm enjoying. There's CD, Sega CD. And it's got some really good games here. Now, what's cool about this build here, I've been keeping track of the ROMs here I got. And I'm lucky to have gotten a nice little collection over the years. The last time I did a build like this from scratch was 2017. So things have changed a lot. But yeah, it's really cool, man. Got the Sega SG-1000. I didn't get much into this system, but I have some cool games here to check out and play, so that's kind of cool. Now, the theme itself I'm using is called Nostalgic. That's part of the Pi themes you can select, so that's pretty cool. on the bottom right-hand side, you'll see the date this game got released, which is January 1983. Tells you how many players it's for. So on the left-hand side is all your information. That's pretty cool. Now, what's cool about getting these ROMs and putting them together is that there's some games I had personally in my collection, and I was lucky enough to get some games that I've never had before. So that's kind of cool. Now, you can skip by hitting the select button to go to whatever, section of the game listings you want to go to. I always like to check out my Star Wars and Star Trek. So yeah, I'll have to have my Super Star Wars, Super Return of the Jedi, and Super Empire Strikes Back. So yeah, man, it's pretty cool. I got all the games I like, and it's got some really cool games here. Now, there's your Vectrex. Man, I wish I could have afforded got one as a kid, or when I was younger. When I was working at Dillard's, we used to sell these, so that's how I was able to play some of these games. Pretty cool, huh? This goes to all games. So here's my arcade. I was able to get a lot of cool arcade games. Like, I got over 2,000 of these. Let me run over here. Now, like I said, very few of these have the video's not working, or there's no video actually. So you go up here. And what's cool about this build here, you got your, your videos, well, not only your videos, but you got your marquees. So I thought that was cool, kind of cool. I was able to get all that. Once again, the scraper is SkyScraper. I highly recommend it. It works like a charm. It's not hard to use. And above all, it looks good once it gets all done. It's got so much information. Here's our Atari 2600. Now, I got into Atari when I started looking at, I got my ColecoVision, and they came out with the adapter. I never owned an original Atari until later in life, but I started collecting the cartridges beforehand, before I even got a system, because of ColecoVision's adapter. It's got a Sears version, and that's kind of cool. Yes, Sears used to sell these. Man, I love that game. I played that one. I used to have all the Star Wars games. Well, I'm lying to you. I had the Return of Jedi. I had that one, Jedi Arena, and then Empire. The other ones I didn't have. In my Atari collection, there's some stuff here that wasn't released in Atari 50th anniversary. But dude, if you're into the 50th anniversary collection, get it. It's really cool. It has all kinds of cool games. Here's why I love playing. Of course, it's not part of the collection that they released. Licensing and all that. But yeah, you're Snoopy shooting the Red Baron. Got the 5200. And this is when the graphics start getting a little bit better. But it's nothing like the arcades, But they start getting a little bit better. And they even have Galaxian. And Gyrus, one of my favorites. Pretty cool. We got the 7800 here. Got a nice little collection here. I haven't played all these games on all these systems, but now that I have my ROM saved up and now in place, I can sit back and enjoy this. And once again, I love the fact on the left-hand side there's your information, including the rating, and it was a platform, run and jump, and the publisher is Atari. Now, this is another system I sold at Dillard's, but I never had a chance to own. But I did play it when I was at Dillard's. And it had some pretty cool games here. Some of these movies didn't transform well in games. And this Centipede, oh my goodness, I don't know, but I really don't know. Some of these games I'm going to enjoy playing just to see what it's like. And then it's kind of cool just to have it, Yeah, I got a lot of cool stuff here. Alright. We got the ColecoVision. Oh, man. And when you got the ColecoVision, it came with the packing game of Donkey Kong. So, this was about the closest you could get to Donkey Kong and Donkey Kong Jr. for the arcades. We got the Game Boy running here. I love the Game Boy. This is a really cool game. If you've never played Alleyway, I love this game. I've been playing it on my Super Nintendo adapter, the Super Game Boy, and it looks way better in color. Got some Game Boy Advance games. I wish I could go through all the games with you guys, but it'll be a long video if I do, you know? Go to the next one. Got Game Boy Color. Let's see here. I love my Star Wars. Let's see if what we got here. Over the years I've been collecting these ROMs, and I'm just happy that, you know, I'm able to play some of these games now. Got Spy vs. Spy. Alright, so we got episode 1 Obi-Wan's Adventures. We got the episode 1 Racer. A lot different than the ones I play on the PlayStation. Got Super Mario Brothers. Who doesn't love Super Mario Brothers, especially on the Game Boy? And here's the Sega Master System. This one has this game called Alf. I gotta check this out. I love Alf, but never played this game, and it's kind of cool. Now, I did do a collection on the At Games Flashback 2018 version, but a lot of these ROMs wouldn't work with it, and I thought it might be the ROMs, but nope. It was that goofy old Flashback. But I got it mainly to play around with to see what it's like, and then I put it on eBay for a lot less than what I paid for it, just to get out there in the world with all those cool ROMs I got. And the majority of them did work. It's just there was a few that had some hiccups. Alright. Oh, the Genesis. I love Genesis. Now here's what I want to show you on Genesis. They have Streets of Rage 2 that they've been modding and throwing in extra, you know, different characters and stuff. So let me go to it. Let me show you how this works out. So here's my Streets of Rage. And then here's the crossovers. Here's the Final Fight crossover 2019 that, as you can see on the left-hand side, there's no information because this is a hack. This Looney Tunes one I've never played before, but once I start getting my ROMs and stuff going, it's a pretty fun game. I did get the Simpsons here, Streets of Rage, but because there is no information out there on the internet for when I scraped it, or what the scraper is built for, is looking for actual gaming system that does exist, since it kind of does, but kind of doesn't. It didn't find any box art or video. Now, it will, if it doesn't have the video, it'll find a box art and vice versa. But this is about the best thing I could do here is, you know, get this going here. And unfortunately, you know, it doesn't have that. But yeah, definitely looking forward to these Looney Tunes. Here's the Nintendo 64. And it's running really decently. Let's see here. Conker's Bad Fur Day. When it was first emulated, it had problems, but this seems to be working a lot smoother now. I guess in time with updating Pi. Like I said, once again, I'm running RetroPie version 4.8.3, and I use SkyScraper to help with this game build. And then we got GoldenEye here. I love GoldenEye. And it's making a comeback on the Switch. That was pretty good. And Xbox. Here's Neo Geo. It's got some good games here. I played Neo Geo in the arcades mainly. So a lot of these games here, I will have to check out, see what it's like. But yeah, I like fighters and shooters, and this is loaded up with some pretty good stuff. If I remember right, Neo Geo is mainly known for their shooters and fighters. I could be wrong, but I believe so. There's Mr. Dude. Rage of the Dragons. So yeah, man, it's got some pretty cool stuff. All right, here's my Nintendo. And once again, I just get a kick out of the bottom left-hand side on how they have the date and, you know, 1 or 2 players, the developer, it's got, you know, the publisher, and what kind of game it is. That one's a sports game and all that. Let's see here. All right, there you go. I was a big DC guy. I like Marvel too, but I was mainly into DC. So here's what's cool about this. I get to have the Mario, and I get to have Duck Hunt. Now, in order for this to work properly with Duck Hunt, I need to play this on a CRT and see if my Pi can be adapted to a light gun. Now, will that work or not? I don't know. I've never got that far. Yeah, man. This is some pretty cool stuff here. Let's see here. So this also has the Star Trek 25th anniversary. That game was crazy, man. I mean, I played it because I like Star Trek, but it's not that great. There's the next gen. Got Voyager. Star Wars. Empire Strikes Back. And you know what? Let me see if I got this here. I've been collecting ROMs for such a long time that I wonder if I have this. It's Gilligan's Island. No, I don't see it. Bummer. I gotta find that ROM then. I played it once as a kid at a friend's house. But yeah, their ports for arcades was pretty decent. There you go. Ah. You play the Hollywood Squares. I've never played that, but that'd be interesting to learn. And the Hudson Hawk. I heard this game was pretty cool. I wonder if they have that Jaws game. Like I said, I've been collecting. I don't know Jaws. I've been collecting these over the years. Gotta find that ROM. PC Engine. Here's another gaming system. I didn't play all that much. But man, do I have a lot of games to check out. I have some friends who are super fans of the PC Engine. They collect all the games, but I just... You know, I was a Nintendo guy. ColecoVision first, then I got Nintendo second. No, ColecoVision with the Atari adapter, then Nintendo, Super Nintendo, then I jumped to PlayStation. Speaking of PlayStation, I was glad to get all this nice little collection of games. I love Crash Bandicoot. It's a really cool game. And I'm happy to report the majority of games I've tested so far, all the ROMs work just fine. I just had a problem when I first started doing this image of trying to get the images and then trying to get the games to load correctly. But once I go over that hump, it was pretty cool. This is MTV Celebrity Deathmatch. I used to have this back in the days. I need to get it for my collection again, but at least I could play it. You got Oddworld, Abe's Odyssey. That's a crazy game. I used to own it. They did a updated version on the PS4. Have to have my Resident Evil. And I got Silent Hill, because that's a cool game, man. If you never played it, you gotta play it. But here's the cool game. Skull Monkeys. I used to own it. You know, a lot of my collection got lost because of the storage unit got taken away from me. But this game is going for around $100. I would like to add to my collection one day, but hey, at least I can play it. It's pretty cool. And of course, we got some Star Wars here. I have an updated version of this for my PlayStation 4 when I got a bundle pack. I did a Star Wars bundle pack. It came with it. But yeah, Skull Monkeys. Looking forward to that one. And then there you go. That was a little small video showing you all the cool stuff that, you know, that came with it. What I want to do here is, before I let you go, is play a game. Now, what I want to do is show you one of the games from the Genesis. Now, you see on the top right-hand side, you see a thermometer blinking. It means my system is overheating a little bit. I usually have a fan blowing on it. Never hurts anything. But yeah, this is a Pi 3 Model B. So that's what I'm playing on. Like I said, RetroPie version 4.8.3 with SkyScraper on there. Let's go ahead. So, I get to play as Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Wile E. Coyote, Sylvester. Then it gives you some Street Fighter characters you can play as. So this hack gives you a lot of cool characters to play as. There's that witch, dog, bulldog. That's from Marvin the Martian. Granny. So it'd be kind of cool to play with all these characters here. I did a video of The Simpsons, so I'll put, you know, if you want to check that out, it's on my channel. So let's go ahead and play as Bugs Bunny. So this plays just as the Streets of Rage 2, and you get the same benefits. There you go. And it's a fun game. It's a great mod. I'm enjoying it. I gotta get... There you go. Ha! Well, guys, I want to thank you for the hang time. Big shout out to my new subscribers. Thanks for joining the Collector Zone. And above all, my OGs. Thank you so much for hanging in with the Collector Zone and sticking around, seeing what's happening next. Well, as usual, happy gaming. I'm gonna try and kick some Bugs Bunny butt. Laters.